science means that it doesn't matter where you're from, it doesn't matter what your budget of your lab is, that you have the same access and the same information, that you can keep doing discovery and not having to reinvent a wheel that doesn't work. And that's the problem with the current system. It's hard that after you've been in science for 10 years, all of a sudden you throw people together and be like, okay, collaborate, everybody get together and share everything, when you've been taught for 10 years that IP and keep your mouth shut and get your papers published. So I think we have to sort of stop looking at just start looking at earlier on and not just the right now.
Oh, it's so liberating. Things are done quicker, with more people, better. Just everything is transformed by having immediate access to the information, knowing that if it's open, you can have people comment on it while you're doing it, and so on. It scales the speed and value of this probably by factors of, up to 100 from what we used to do many years ago.
If you have access in the university, you can get it. But I can't read it. I see all these articles. I go to 23andMe, I want to read about my gene, and then I go to Nature or something, and it's proprietary. It costs me $35 to read what NIH has already paid for. So that's pretty infuriating, actually. And I think it's inhibiting the enlightenment, our sense of knowledge, and what we need. So I'm very much an advocate of open publishing and permanent open publishing.
Science should be as open as possible, as transparent as possible. So the ability to do great science as an individual person is, there's less chance of that, I would say, whereas a lot of big science requires more collaboration.
That the public is able to see papers, and we're all able to access that data without concern about whether you're at a rich institution or a poor one, which has otherwise become an issue of haves and have-nots.
And so we can make more science being much more efficient by encouraging them to release the data immediately. We have to worry about scientists getting credit for what they've done by open data, open standards, open source development, all together to make progress in science.
Openness, by far and away, will win out if we actually measure people by their true contribution, but the culture of science is very hard to change, and it's very slow to change, and I think we need to work on it.
And so to that end, I would also say that open science to me represents a different kind of science, that with the advent of massive computational power and data-driven science, that there's a new way to do science, and that is often goes hand in hand with openness, and that if we go to the traditional model, you're ossified.
Succinctly, the biggest barrier to open science is funding. Maybe what we need is open funding.